Hey, this is JC and welcome to Small Brick City, where we want to help you build a Lego city regardless of the space you have. This is episode 5 of Coffee and Bricks. I've got my coffee over here and we've got some bricks which I'll show you in just a bit as well. How you are doing? Welcome to the live stream. If you're watching the replay, thanks for watching it as well. And if you're on the live stream, you can support the channel. Just hit the like button. That's all I ask. Pretty simple. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel as well. Today we'll be talking about the new summer 2019 sets. If you didn't know, in a lot of parts of the world or many countries in the world, 1st June, many of the new summer sets were released. I can tell you I was up early this morning, went to the Lego store before they even opened, first customer, and got a bunch of stuff because in Asia we got most of the new summer 2019 sets. I know in the US you get quite a few of the sets only on the 1st of August, so we do have a head start. And we started building straight away, or at least Annie started building an incredible build, I think, and I'll tell you more about it in just a bit. But today I'll be showing you some of the sets, mostly unbuilt, but share with you my thoughts and tell you what I picked up, what I did not pick up, and some of the plans I had. I'll also be doing a spotlight, which is a segment in this live stream where I highlight something I'm working on. Maybe it could be a mock or just something interesting. So you do want to stay tuned for that. So if you are in the live stream, remember this is live, so please participate. Let me just pull up the chat so that we can see what who's around, and we will like to say hi. So let me pull up the chat and see who we have. Quite a few people. Usual suspects: Max Clark, G Group Lego, Phantom Foxy 777, Brick Lego Star, D4 Bricks, Akira, SF1, Wazox. First time I think I've seen you here, Wazox. Krish, good to see you here again. Ralph, Gaming Sultan, Gavin Bricks, Lego La Maniac. Have you destroyed your Millennium Falcon yet? Galagadate, thank you. It's actually Galagate, right? I keep on saying Galagate. In fact, I never got an answer whether it was Galagate or Galagate, but everyone calls you Galagate, so it's Galagate. Hello, and Bricks on Thin Ice. Very good, and he knows the drill. If you're new to this stream or you just joined, let everyone know where you are from, which part of the world you're from, and what time it is. We all like to know what time it is. I can tell you now it is just past midnight here. It's been a tremendously long day, so I'm gonna end it with the stream. I just finished the BrickTubers Network stream. That's on GJ Bricks channel. You can check out the link on my community page, or just go ahead and Google, not Google, but go on YouTube and look for GJ Bricks, and you can check out that live stream we did about an hour ago. So we have Spain, we have the USA, of course. Lego La Maniac says he's gonna schedule his destruction in 3 hours. So if you want to see the breakdown of a Millennium Falcon, the collector's edition, do head over to Lego La Maniac's channel. I believe he'll be doing a live stream, I guess. And it is now probably about 10 o'clock in India, 10 p.m. my guess. Max from the UK, yep, Galagate, UK, fantastic. Great to see all of you here. Always such a pleasure. Now, if you like to support the channel, you can do that in different ways. Super chats are enabled. That's the $ you see in the live chat. You can give any amount you like if it's available in your country. You can head over to smallbrickcity.com/shop and check out any of our products. We've got building instructions, we've got books, we've got very cool merchandise such as this Do Not Disturb Building in Progress mug and related merchandise. This is unique to us, iconic warning sign here, great for any Lego room. And of course, you can support this channel in the simplest way. Give it a like. Whether you're watching it live right now, just hit that like button, or you're watching the replay, like. And of course, if you have not, please subscribe. That's right, hit that subscribe button. We are growing and we do want to grow even bigger. Reach out to more of you and share just great Lego content. So I hope everyone's been having a good day. So why don't we just launch into it? So the way I conduct the live streams, basically I'll do a Q&A in the middle and at the end. So save specific questions for later, talk among yourselves, and of course if we're discussing certain things for the main topic of the day, you can chime in as well and I will check the live comments. But by and large, for every episode of Coffee and Bricks, I do have a central theme or topic. So I don't just ramble about random things. And today we're going to talk about the new summer 2019 sets. Not every single set screen, so that you have a very clear screen. And let's show you one of my favorites. This was something I really wanted. And this is the 3-in-1 creator set. I'm extremely strong, that's why I can hold it with just one hand. Now actually this box is empty because we have actually built this. And I'll show it to you in a while. Maybe it's the first time you actually see the actual build. But this is the Townhouse and Pet Store. There's also a cafe inside. I haven't even done a full look at it because Annie was the one who built it, and I'll tell you about that in just a bit. There are different builds because this is a Creator 3-in-1 set. There's this very tall, nice column, which could be a modular building by itself. And of course, there's this row of smaller builds right over here. And these are single story. I think it's not that worthwhile, although you get a nice tram set here. And of course, the main build is the one over here. And that's the one we built. And let me show you the live model right here. And let's just hope I do not drop this during the live stream. Here it is. So it is kind of a corner. These two builds are held together with Technic pins. If you're familiar with the Sanctum Sanctorum set, it's similar in that regard. Half of it is the Sanctum Sanctorum, the other half is Pete's apartment. Let me just show you this side here. I do really like that red grill look-alike. No, those are really just tile pieces with studs, so like jumper plates but rounded corners. And it's really nice, gives a great effect. And that's the pet shop on the ground floor. A bit kiddie looking in terms of design, but I think that's all good. There's an ATM machine. There is the traffic light, which is nice. Over the corner, we've got a little tree build. And I believe this is the cafe over here. Let me show you the inside. Now, this is an open build. So this is the very typical Creator 3-in-1 style sets. Now, a few years ago, we had great sets like the corner deli, the bike shop, grocery shop. That bunch was pretty good. And this really follows the same vein and the concept. They are smaller builds and the backs are open. But this is fuller than some of the other sets that we got in the past. Like it's bigger than the corner deli, bigger than the Park Street Townhouse, which is also a nice set. But it is open back. And you would have to figure out how you're going to place this in your Lego city. But I was pretty excited about this set, as I know many people were. So let me tell you how I'm going to do this. I'm not sure just yet. I will be doing on my channel a detailed review of this mock. It'll be up my time tomorrow, so a couple of hours for you guys. Let's call it 12 hours from now. And I'll do a detailed review so you can actually have a look and see if you want to buy it. And then I'll do a separate video of how I'm going to incorporate it into my Lego city, the possibilities of reMOC. So I'll tell you now, I bought 2 sets of these, and I had Annie build both sets, but she did it in a very interesting way, and she did it for her channel. So if you want to see this being speed built, or you want to see this on video for the first time, you have to check out her channel. Let me just pull it up so that you can see her channel. And her channel is aptly named Annie Small Brick City, and she does therapeutic speed builds. Okay, so it's not the typical speed build. It's basically designed to just soothe the body, calm the soul, or whatever. Basically, it makes you relax. Everyone who's watched it basically feels relaxed. So it's a different kind of speed build. But for this but the Townhouse and the Pet Store, she's doing something really unique. She's doing a ambidextrous tandem mirror build. So now typically when people do a speed build, they would just build the single set and you watch them build it. She's building 2 sets at the same time. So one of the left hand, one of the right hand. So in tandem, but it's a mirror build. So it's a reflection of each other. It's pretty cool. I saw her building it throughout the afternoon. It's done. Not sure how successful she was. I didn't watch her all the time. So we have to watch the video when it comes out tomorrow. So you want to subscribe to the channel, check it out, Annie Small Brick City, very unique speed builds, and I think it'll be interesting just to see someone build 2 sets at the same time. So as a result, we now have 2 sets of this townhouse and pet store with mirror build, and when they're put together, it becomes pretty interesting. It's not a standard size like a 32 by 32 stud. Maybe I would have to reMOC it in a certain way to fit a 32 by 32 stud base plate, or I'll figure it out when I actually work with it. I haven't even had time to work with it because I've been quite busy today. But that's the townhouse and the pet store. Let me know what you think about it, and let me know if you have any ideas or if you intend to get it, and do that in the chat. Let me show you another set that we got. This is the UFO kind of carnival set, and it's the sister set to the pirate roller coaster, which was released last year. And this one's pretty cool. In fact, I didn't like the pirate roller coaster when it came out last year. I felt it was a bit sparse. It wasn't that impressive, especially when you think of the expert roller coaster which came out at the same time. That was just so impressive, and so the pirate roller coaster seemed a bit sparse in my opinion. But this particular one, the UFO, this looks pretty cool. Again, it is a 3-3-in-1, so you get different builds. There's this death drop type of ride. There's this one which spins around, but I think the main one that we are building and everyone wants is this swinger set. So kind of a UFO, not so much a carousel, but I guess, you know, in the rides they call it a swinger. So they're capsules that go round and round. And I think this is pretty decent. And the reason why I got this set in the first place is I've decided to make some changes to my Lego city. If you're familiar with my channel, you're familiar with Uptown. That's one section of my Lego city. It's actually supposed to be a residential area. That's going to be completely wiped out, and we're going to turn a big section of it to a theme park. But I think there will be a concept for the theme park at this point. It will be a traveling theme park. So the sort of amusement park which travels, and they set up the roller coaster and stuff. So because I've limited space as well, I have to think what I want inside. I can tell you there will be the expert roller coaster. So that huge set will be in, and something like that will fit very well. And I've also got some smaller rides already, so I think that will fit in pretty well. So I think this is a pretty good set. If you have an amusement park or theme park in your city, or you want to add one, I think this is a good set. It's not too big, it's quite self-contained, and you can just put it in a corner of your city. So before I go on, why don't we just have a look at the chat and see if anyone has any comments about the sets I've shown so far. Let me just bring up the chat. Here we go. Let's see if I missed anyone. All right, we got, who's Amy? No, it's Annie. Annie is a co-founder of Small Brick City. So just check out our channel, you'll understand it. Yeah, it's a great set. All right, we got Lutz Designs, the Lutz. Change your name, but very good. Here we go. Best Bricks, how are you doing? It's like a challenge speed build. That's what Lego Lamaniac, I guess you're referring to the ambidextrous tandem mirror build. Yeah, it is a challenge. It was a challenge, definitely. Best Bricks, could I build a custom park mock set? I'll answer that later. How about mirror building 2 different sets at the same time? How do you mirror build 2 different sets? Are you talking about 2 different sets as in 2 different models, or are you just talking about 2 different sets? Because that's what Annie was doing anyway, mirror building 2 different sets at the same time, but of course the same set. I can't see how you're going to mirror build different sets. Yep, the carousel looks good. Jake's Portal Obsession, hi, how are you doing? Max Calf, oh no, not another theme park fun fair. Trust me, I will do justice. I will try to do it differently. That's the main thing. I will try to do differently. Ken Hughes, hi there. Thanks for joining us. Jommy Bricks, great to see you as well. Okay, so not so much info or comments on the set. So let me continue with what else we got for the Lego City. And let's go with a smaller set now. This is something I was looking forward to. It's a smaller set, but this is the fire truck. And I think it really looks pretty realistic in the size. I think it's really a handy size, especially if you don't have a large Lego city. And I'll get more into this later on, so I won't talk about it too much right now. But it really comes with nice builds, like that small electrical box, which is right here. The amount of sets we got, I guess this basically was free, redeemed with points. Another thing that which I know a lot of people will be interested in is the People Fun Pack. And I'm surprised they came up with another pack so far, because at first, when they first announced the People Pack, I thought it was the space set, because there is a space set with the People Fun Pack, and I thought that was it. And because I'm not too much in a space guy, I thought, okay, that's not for me, but I can imagine a lot of people will like it. This one I like a lot, because I'm building a theme park, so this will fit perfectly. We've got small stores, we got rides, and we've got this new mode. I haven't opened this yet, so I haven't seen it, but I'll do a review of this probably tomorrow as well. This ice cream stand with this, it's a cart, so it's a bicycle element, which I believe is a new modded piece to have a cart in front. So I'm quite sure that is the case. So I think that's cool. And again, this was basically free because it was redeemed with points as well. So are you guys looking forward to any of these two sets? You know, talking about the space set, they were all released, of course. I saw all the space sets. They are nice. I've talked about these sets in a previous video before, but well, I'll say luckily I'm not into space. If not, a lot more money would have been spent. But they do look good, and I think if you're into the space theme, or you want to build maybe a large space museum for your Lego city, I think these sets are perfect. And of course, the lunar lander, lander, am I saying that right? Yeah, basically the lander was also out, and that's a creator set, and that looks really nice. Even when it came out, I'm not a space guy. I saw it. I thought that looked great. And Max Clark mentioned earlier that he likes that set as well, and I asked him whether he saw the uncensored version. Have you guys seen the maybe uncensored is not the right word, but unredacted version, or the redacted version, which has now been released? So I found this on Reddit. So the one that Lego is setting is not the complete model of the lunar lander. Let me show you the complete model. Okay, it's a bit controversial because this was all classified information, but here it is. This is the complete set as it should be. But Lego couldn't put this out, so they only put the lunar lander part. And I'm not sure if you guys get it, but basically what you see behind the lunar lander is the film set with the camera crew and the lighting truss. So we won't get to whether, you know, the moon mission actually happened, but this is the classified redacted set. So you will not be able to buy this, but you can reMOC this to be more accurate if you like. Okay, don't hate me, I didn't build that, okay? So that's the space set. I think that's but the space sets, as I said, great if you want it. You can put it in a Lego city if you create a space zone, or you could just have a whole space training area or space museum, and those will fit very well. All right, let's show you something else. Let's go with Harry Potter sets. Now, I'm also not into Harry Potter, and I generally do not get any of the Harry Potter sets, but we got two Harry Potter sets. One is because Annie likes buses, so she's got all the creator buses, the double-decker buses. It's not in our Lego city. She's got a separate display area for that, but she wanted the triple-decker bus. She's definitely going to build it. I'm not sure if it's going to be turned to a double-decker bus to fit into Small Brick City, or if it will just go on display, because obviously Small Brick City is based on realism, so we don't have the triple-decker bus in our city, but we might make this a double-decker bus, so we'll see what happens. So that's pretty cool. And this one, okay, so originally I was looking at the donut shop opening. That is a city set where you get basically it's like the City Square sets that have been released previously, and you get many different small builds. You get small shops, you get vehicles, and it's pretty nice, especially if you want to populate a Lego city. And this particular one had pretty nice things. I know a lot of people are interested in it, but what particularly caught my eye for the donut opening shop was the big donut and the TV van. That was the main two builds. But I was thinking, to spend all that money just for those two builds didn't really make sense. I could probably get the instructions and make that TV van. Well, the donut, I would have to maybe find it on Bricklink later on if someone separates out the builds. But so I was thinking, I did bring it to the counter, and then I saw one Harry Potter set, and I decided, okay, I'm going to put this donut shop opening away, and instead I'm going to buy this set. And this is the Harry Potter set that I bought. This is the clock tower. Now, why did I buy this? Because I think this is excellent to reMOC into some kind of a small church or a chapel. So if you follow my channel, you know I've actually designed my own small Lego church. But I think the colors for this might fit better, and there's some ornate detail like this large clock might fit in well. And so basically I thought this would look like a nice church. And what I thought of doing then is to have this built up first, of course, and then I'll reMOC it into a church. I'll take some of the parts from my existing church and I'll put it in here. Because my church is an old church, but mainly white bricks, and then I made it distressed by putting masonry bricks and stuff like that, but it's still quite white. So now I can take back all those white bricks, and then I can use this as kind of the detail. So my idea is to transform this into some kind of small church or chapel to replace my own MOC. So what do you think about that? Okay, we have couple more sets, but I'm not going to show those sets because I think those are just too built to show here. But let me know your thoughts on what I've shared so far of the new sets, and let's bring up the chat once again and let's have a chat about it. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Let me just say hi to a few people who joined as well. We have Chat's Brick Hobby, thank you. Brickhead Studios, Dave Jack 82, thank you. You guys are always joining in, so I really appreciate that. Brenda, thanks. Yes, Brenda, you won't have all these sets till probably 1st August. Yes, Blockhead UK, you got the Lunar Lander and the Dragon Boat set. I look forward to you combining those two sets together to get the Dragon Lunar Lander Boat MOC. So Max, so is that for the conspiracy theorists? I'll leave it to you. Gallagher, I can't believe people still believe that is rubbish. I know, right? Soon people will be saying that the earth is round. I know exactly what you mean. So Brickett says, Brickett Studio, should I buy the Assembly Square or the Parisian Restaurant? The Assembly Square is a better set. It's more expensive as well. Parisian Restaurant, I think, is retiring, so you might lose it if you don't get it now. You still can get the Assembly Square later, but if you can get only one, then Assembly Square is it. And Lego Luminiac says he wants the Night Bus. Yeah, that's a cool build. Brick Lego Star, do you live with Annie? Annie lives in a small cupboard. That's all I can say. Blockhead UK, not bothered about the Harry Potter sets. Yeah, Brenda says that's why she needs a bigger cupboard to display all her Lego. Oh, Annie is here. Hi, Annie. Yeah, it's a bit late for Annie. Annie has been building non-stop since we got back, so she may not be here all the way. Is the Lego City Burger Bar Fire Rescue suited for reMOCing? This is a question from G Group Lego. That's a good question. When I first saw that set, when it was first released, at least the pre-release, I was pretty excited. I thought that's pretty cool. I like that half burger sign as well because I'm really into 3D signs. But then when I actually saw the details of the set, I personally didn't like the fire engine. I'm not an expert in fire engines, so maybe you can correct me, but I didn't feel that looked like a real fire engine. Of course, there's the play feature where you can squirt water on your Lego. Why do you want your Lego wet? I don't know, but you can do that. The burger stand itself was pretty simple, and what you really get are the stickers. So, is it good for reMOC? It really depends if you like that fire truck, because I think you're really paying for that fire truck. If you do not like the fire truck, then I'd say, give it a pass. And I would say try to make your own MOC and get the extra sticker pack if you can. So the extra sticker packs has a whole bunch of stickers, and you can really use that to create your own kind of food stand. But if you like that fire truck, you like the play feature of that squirting water, that water gun, then I would say, yeah, you can get it, and then you can reMOC the burger stand. And Bricks on Thin Ice, the Carousel and Cafe are coming at some point. Will take you spend all your money on Assembly Square. Okay, yeah, that's an expensive buy, so I understand that. Brick Lego Star says, what is the BrickTuber network? Well, head over to thebricktubers.com. So BrickTubers.com, and you can check out all the information there. Basically, we're a group of Lego YouTubers who've come together to promote the Lego art. Hi, Jack from Darius Dojo. BrickTube says he saw Annie's Small Brick Cities videos. Thank you very much. Yeah, please do go ahead and like and support the channel. And remember, probably you'll be seeing the first ever ambidextrous tender mirror build of the Townhouse and pet store. Skywalk, how are you doing? Thank you for joining in. Yeah, Max says he doesn't like the fire truck either. What happened to the skyscraper? So that's on the back burner. So the way I work generally is I work on inspiration, I work on enthusiasm and passion. So I'm always passionate for a project, and I'll work on it, and then if I'm not passionate, then I'll put it on the back burner and I'll come to it later. And as you know, if you've been following my channel, I've been working on that medical center, which has taken basically about 2 weeks. If you have followed it from the start, I built it, I added to it, then I added to it again, and I completely renovated it. So, but I'm pretty happy with it now. If you haven't seen the completed medical center, you can check out the last video of the renovation process from start to finish. But I'll be doing a full review of the MOC sometime next week. But as you can see, we've got a whole bunch of new summer sets, so that means a whole bunch of new videos before any of that happens. So to answer your question about the skyscrapers, it's going to be some time. Have I seen the 50th anniversary lunar landing set? Yes, Ron, and I talked about it, and for your benefit, because I guess you missed it, I'll just show you the complete set, the one that is not sold by Lego but was the original full set. Yes, this is the actual realistic representation of what happened on the moon, quote unquote moon. So if you like, you can't buy this from Lego, but you can build it yourself. And Ken said he scored a retired set last week. What set was that? Please let us know. Max says you want to turn it to a astronomical clock tower. That's interesting. We'd like you to see that. It sounds very cool. Lego Lamanek says, and his passion and inspiration is powered by cash, and we didn't pay him enough to finish the skyscraper. That is pretty funny. Chris says, how many Lego sets do I have? I have absolutely no idea. Drumbones, hi, good to see you here. Tayshawn, good to see you here. Always like to see you here. Tell you that as more people are coming in and you'd like to give your thoughts on the summer 2019 sets, please do so. But I thought this is the right time to do the Small Brick City Spotlight. Every episode of Coffee and Bricks, I do a spotlight on a MOC that I'm working on or something interesting. It's something short, but just to give you a preview. And it's almost kind of a thank you to you guys for watching and participating in this live stream, so you get kind of the first dibs on what I'm working on. Eric, good to see you here. Half Brick Films, good to see you as well. I'm glad the snot technique worked for you, Half Brick Films. Glad you like that. Okay, so I'm talking about the spotlight. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to move the... Perfect painter, hi, I'm not getting the donut shop opening now. No, and I explained early on. Now I'm talking about the spotlight. So what is the MOC that I'm working on? So many people, and I'm surprised by the amount of people who have actually asked me this. Many people have asked me to build a fire station. So I guess a lot of people do like fire stations. I'm not big into the fire stations, fire engine thing for a reason. But I hear you, and there's also another reason why I'm going to build a fire station as my next MOCs, and I'll be doing it from start to finish, and you see the entire process of how I'm putting it together. I've already conceptualized it, so I'm going to show you that spotlight right now. So here we go, check this out. So this is my starting point. You might recognize this. This is actually a reMOC of the Winter Village fire station. But I changed it around. It's not even a fire station. It is now a tavern, but it is actually rebuilt from an old firehouse. At least that's my backstory. And I made it modular in nature. It's a complete build. You can take off the roof, the second floor, and it's built on a 16 by 32 stud base plate. You can check out the video in my video list for this particular MOC. But I will not be building the new fire station in this vein. In fact, I don't really like this color scheme. I like the dark red and the gray, but not so much this tan color. But I do know it fits the rest of the winter builds. But as I said, this is my starting point only, my reference, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this MOC or reMOC, and I'm going to use the parts. So I'm going to tear this down. This is my reMOC of the Pete's apartment from the Avengers Sanctum Sanctorum set, and I made it a full modular building, but on a 16 by 16 base plate. And it's basically just Pete's apartment all around, but I don't have a use for Pepe's Pizza anymore because I've got a food truck, which is a pizza business. I've got a pizza stand in my gastro alley. So Pepe is basically going out of business. So I'm not going to use this build, but I will use the parts because I think this color scheme actually fits a fire station very well. And let me share with you my idea. First, the size. I'm going to use a 32 by 32 stud base plate, so a full base plate, and there's a reason for that. And in fact, there's a reason why I'm even building a fire station. One reason is because subscribers wanted it, but the second is I wanted the right fire truck. That was one reason why I didn't build a fire station in the first place, because if you want to do one at scale and you want a real big fire engine, you need a really big fire station. That means a lot of bricks, a lot of time, and a lot of space needed in a Lego city. And I wasn't prepared to do that. Therefore, I was looking around for smaller fire trucks, but I did not find one that I liked until the 2019 city set was announced, and I saw this truck and I knew this would be a good size. It would be good enough to serve its purpose as a competent fire truck, but it wasn't a full engine. I didn't really have to worry about having a big fire station. So this worked perfectly, and because of this, I figured I could tackle a small fire station, something a bit like my police post, my post office, my medical center. They're not full-scale versions of themselves, but they're smaller versions of the full-fledged facility that it's supposed to be. So I won't build a full fire station. You can call it a mini fire station or maybe a fire post. And here's the basic concept. I need a garage to hold that fire truck. So just imagine that this will be the garage. But of course, it will be bigger, probably longer to fit it, and of course it has to be much higher. That's the basic idea. I would then have the firehouse itself built in, but slightly shorter. We'll just imagine it's that maybe this would have to go forward to be realistic, so that this would come back maybe about 4 studs. And they would have, so just imagine this comes in all the way here, and there's the back lot here, and the fire truck can come out here, and this would be just, I guess, I'll figure out what to do over here. And this is the main entrance. It will be 2 stories high, so my idea would be to do something like that. I will take this front that I added. This actually comes from the Expert Modular Building, the Fire Brigade. So I like that sign. I put it onto this tavern, but I'm going to replicate this and put it somewhere in front over here. And for the door for the fire truck, I'm going to use a couple of window pieces like that to create a hinging door like this, and I will have it in black. I may use these frame pieces or the window frames depending how tall the fire truck is, because I haven't built that yet. So I'll build that and figure out the size. So this will be in black and big garage door there. And then over here we'll have a door. I'm not sure if it's going to be off center or centered. I'll figure that out. But for the top, I built a mock-up of a bell tower. So this will be built and attached to the top of the roof like that. So hopefully you can now kind of see what I'm trying to get at. So it's not going to look like that. The color scheme is definitely more this gray, a bit of tan, and this dark tan or khaki, light gray, and hopefully it will look like a modern fire station built in an old building. That's basically my idea, because that's the concept I have for a lot of my builds in my city. So that's the fire truck that will fit this particular mini fire station. So what do you think of this concept? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so let me know what you think about that particular fire station. Do you think it's something you're interested in? Do you like the concept? Do let me know in the chat as well. Personally, I think I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's important to build up that fire truck first, and then we'll see how everything goes. Let's head back to the chat. Brick Lego Star says, what's your tallest modular mock? It would be my skyscraper, which is not complete yet. Brick Lego Starsters, do you have all modular buildings? What do you mean by that? Do you mean, do I have all the expert modular buildings? And Annie responding to Bricks on Thin Ice, a library. Yep, I think that's a great idea as well. I think the size is right as well. What about the roller door like the corner garage? JC, that's a question from Galagate. Yes, so I thought about that. I do have the parts, but okay, you need that special brick for the track. So I have that in red, which is not a deal breaker in my opinion. But the main thing is, I think that the truck is actually wider than the doors. So I do have it. I do have all the parts, but I think it's too small. And I went around looking for photographs and images, and I did find fire stations with this kind of a grill door design, and I'll actually show it when I actually start building the mock. So I think that fits. So that's the main reason. Blockhead says my video segment was very loud and you're quite quiet generally. Okay, I think that was probably because that was pre-recorded. I will figure out what went wrong. In fact, my mic should not be that soft, but I'll check on it. Chris says, what's my largest mock? Well, I don't. Again, we have to go back to what's the definition of a mock. So some people think a mock is a building, but I consider a mock of any kind of custom layout which can encompass many different builds. So my underwater layout is probably my biggest mock. So hopefully I will be able to put together that fire station. I'll work on it next week. I'll try to work on it. It really depends on the schedule of filming and all the new sets that we're working on. But I will try to start sometime mid next week. So, do subscribe to the channel if you haven't, to stay tuned for that. I was thinking about that. I agree that most fire stations, the door fold to the side rather than lift up. I can probably do that. Again, I could use hinging plates to do that. Again, it depends how big that fire truck is. But because I'm working on a 32 by 32 stud base plate, I think I probably have space. So I might have two doors that open up this way. So yeah, when I build it, we'll see what happens. Brenda says that the fire hall concept seems like a fire hall that was up the road where you lived. Okay, good. So yeah, I'm definitely going for a bit of a realism here. Alright guys, that's basically it. This is pretty short stream, so I'm gonna ask you guys for more questions if you have, and keep on talking. We'll go on for just 5 more minutes. As I always say, I like to keep the stream to 45 minutes, so we're already at 40 minutes, So let's keep at it. Ron says, finally a fire station. Yes, I know you're one of the people who did ask for it, so that's why I'm doing it. Chris says, can you have a video to teach us how to build different types of stairs? I already have a video on that. Go ahead and search my playlists on my building guides and tutorials, or just go to my channel, type in how to build Lego stairs, and you would find that. Ken says, let me know when you do that fire station. Yeah, I'll be doing it. I'll be starting it sometime next week, and I think I can complete that one pretty fast. Probably, maybe in a week and a half, because I don't see much renovation. I won't build an elevator. I will build probably stairs and a fire pole. So let's see how it goes. But I'm definitely doing it a size that's not too massive, because if you really want a big fire station, you can get the Fire Brigade Expert Modular Building or any of the modern sets. I really wanted something smaller scale, but that was still serviceable, but also had this mix of old and new architecture. BrickTube, can you build a very big MOC like a modular building? I have built several, but I don't know what you mean by big. Big is relative. And if I'm doing it generally for teaching a process, there's no need to build a big building, because my approach is really to share techniques and my design approach, and it's scalable. So even if I build something that's a 16 by 32 stud base plate, the techniques I share, the ideas I share, and how I go about figuring out space and stuff would apply to a larger build. Not necessarily the other way around, but if you do small, you can easily scale up. So I do not need to build a huge big building. Dave Jack, do you think we're getting a creative expert fairground set this year? I have no idea, but I would say yes. More likely than not, we will be getting some kind of a fairground set, but I have no idea what else is there left to build, right? In terms of a big, massive one, it gets to be maybe some extreme ride or something. So all the classic rides seem to have been taken up already. Alright guys, you guys have been fantastic as usual. Please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, of course, and if you do want to see that ambidextrous tandem mirror build of the townhouse and the pet store, do head over to Annie's channel. Give it a like. You can check out her video. She's already got her therapeutic Lego builds, speed builds up already. She's got 3 videos up already, getting great response, so check them out. Something really different, nothing like this I've seen on YouTube yet. So the channel is Annie Small Brick City. Go ahead, check out the channel, subscribe so that you get notified when that new speed build comes in. So once again, thank you guys. I really appreciate your time. Leave a comment. We can still keep on chatting on the live chat even if we go off for a bit. So as always, this has been episode 5 of Coffee and Bricks. Thanks for watching, and do check out some of our videos before you go. Talk to you again.